Come on! Game stuff. Hey, guys. Welcome to Game Stuff Podcast, a weekly video game hangout where two guys, Sean and Brad and Sean,
also known
you
as
and me,
dudes.
me and you, two dudes,
Me and
two
me?
boys, two broskies, two chill guys. Motherfuckers, just hanging out.
Just chilling.
Two guys who make games talking about games. That is the theme of this podcast,
Yeah,
Sean.
so far we haven't done either of those.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, this intro.
We haven't made a game or talked about games?
No, right
That's
now.
true, but we're getting to it, Sean. See,
it's just,
if you're new to
takes
the
so
show, this is a weekly video game hangout where you just come here. We're going to talk about
It's not a
all
hangout.
It is a hangout.
It's
They're
a
hanging
podcast.
out, but they're hanging out while we talk to their ears.
We don't know what they're doing.
That's
They could
true.
be fucking
they
scaling
could
a
be
mountain right
doing-
now.
Well, that would be awesome, though.
One wrong move,
It's like we.
one shrill sound, and they just fall off the cliff.
That's probably your voice. They just hear your voice. Anyways, yeah, as Sean is interrupting me here while I'm trying to fucking tell people about what this show is.
Try harder.
Weekly show. We talk about all the latest announcements. We're going to try to keep you guys informed, you know?
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all of the big news stories that we care about from the past week. We're going to get into a little reader mail later on. Got some people writing in, asking questions.
If
It's
you
going
walk
good.
away from
Things
this
are going
show,
good.
if you walk away from the show knowing more than we did, we've accomplished our goal. That's what we shoot for every single time.
Exactly. Now, there's something that I would like to know, Sean.
Yeah.
And that is, what have you been playing?
Well, I think you know what I've been playing.
You say this every week. It's like, but you're like totally breaking the illusion of the show. It's like, well, what have you been playing? Not like I've been right next to you the entire week while you've been here playing whatever
This
you've been
week
playing.
was definitely a Splatoon week.
Oh yeah, big time.
It was a low time game time.
Low
week.
tide.
Low tide game time
Was it,
week.
wait, is low tide when the tide is there, or is high tide when the tide is there?
Guess.
Wait,
Take
high
a
tide?
wild guess,
High tide?
Bradley.
High tide.
What about it?
That's when it's there. The tide
And what
is
do you
there.
mean by it's there?
Yeah, like it's there. Like the waves come in and it's like,
The
you know,
waves are
if you
always
fall
coming in.
asleep, oops, the water gotcha.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
so high tide refers to
Now-
how high the water level is.
Right.
Low tide, you
Is
take
how
it.
low the water is.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I'm asking Sean because he's a surf master. He was surfing this morning. That's all he does.
Surfmeister. Not quite
Surfmeister.
a-
Okay,
not
sorry.
quite a
Oops, I
master.
don't know the terminology.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My bad.
I mean, you should be sorry.
I did say that.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
for some reason,
you should be sorry.
For some reason,
don't
I
know the
responded with "I'm
terminology.
sorry." I'm not at all.
Anyways, yeah. So it was Splatoon week, Sean. Go on. Tell me more. Why was it? Why was this Splatoon week? What's going on? You like this game
I
or something?
like
or
the
what?
game. I'm a staggering level 8
Ooh,
now.
boy. Big-
Running around
big level
with,
8.
Yeah, running around with reduced ink for my main weapon.
No way.
A little bit of movement speed, I think.
Yeah, increased or reduced?
Yeah, increased. A little
Okay.
bit of increased, reduced movement speed. I'm pretty much a badass.
Yeah?
And this week,
What
there
weapon
was
are
the
you maining right
Splatfest.
now? Hold up. What
So
weapon are
I
you
had the
maining?
dual splatties.
Yeah, okay.
Or whatever
The
they're called.
dualies?
Yeah, the dualies. And it just wasn't happening. You
Oh,
know?
right?
I was
Really?
looking around at how people were covering the map with their paint, and I just wasn't getting the coverage that I wanted.
Yeah, you needed more coverage.
There were these fucking blotches everywhere of other paint.
So you were like Sprint, and everyone else was like T-Mobile.
Aren't they like kind of both shitty?
Yeah, I mean, but one's got more coverage, you know.
And I think they use the same network if you've watched the commercials.
Go on.
So anyway, I had the dual splatties. That's not what they're called. And I was noticing that my coverage wasn't great. My damage wasn't great.
Okay, yeah,
It's
we're
like
hearing a lot about you sucking at the game
Maybe
right
I
now.
should
would like
choose
to know
one or the other.
where this
So-
is going.
So I went with the, what's the single barreled gun that everyone uses?
Aerospray MG.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that one has crazy coverage.
Yeah.
So now you walk in a straight line and just fire straight, and a whole corridor is covered.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I was constantly swiveling back and forth, and that was a big problem for me because I would be swiveling, and then someone would get like 5 shots on me by the time I could
Hit
aim at them.
Well, you know why that is. You're not on motion controls.
I don't
If
think-
you were on
I don't
motion
think that
controls,
would
you'd be able to
help.
snap onto that guy like in less than 5 seconds.
I'm not going to use motion controls.
Dude, you should try it. I'm telling
Nah.
you. It's the way to go.
Yeah, it
Okay,
might be.
so you're doing better now.
Well, I wasn't doing poorly. I was doing amazingly, and now I'm doing
now you're doing
amazingly plus.
Amazingly times 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other thing that happened is the Splatfest.
Oh my god! Don't even remind me.
Ketchup
about the fucking
versus mayo.
Splatfest right now.
Now, the
my
hilarious
heart
thing
is
here,
ripping out of my goddamn chest.
Yeah, because you failed.
No, well,
you failed at your goal. But the crazy thing is, it's over, and 74% or 75%,
73%,
something like that,
chose
ketchup, and yet mayo won.
Yes. And apparently, there actually are big problems with the Splatfest in general. This is now, like, I think 11 out of 18 times, like, that's happened where the majority team loses.
Yeah.
And I think it just comes down to the fact that, like, the Splatfest is organized really weirdly because we were both Team Ketchup, and I was grinding away on Team Ketchup yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, and I was playing a ton. Most of my matches, I would say 6 out of 8 matches were against other Ketchup players.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, so how does that calculate into the grand scheme of things? Like, Ketchup players were in there grinding, trying to get wins, but I don't think any of those wins counted. Because you couldn't matchmake against a Mayo team.
I forgot about that, actually. So that's a huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because we were in a match, but weren't making progress.
Yeah, no progress. So the Mayo people were pretty much always making progress, probably.
Yeah.
And
there's no way they ever played a Mayo team.
Yeah.
Because there were so many catch-ups just waiting in queue.
Yeah, exactly.
This sounds so ridiculous.
I got more fired up about this fucking Splatfest than anything in video game, like, history in
You were
recent,
getting violent.
years. Like, I was
incredibly violent.
This Splatfest almost broke me down last night. Like,
Yeah.
I almost cried.
I was
because
wondering what kind of drugs you were on.
Here's what happened. No drugs. Totally sober. 100%.
I was thinking like steroids.
And then afterwards, obviously, I needed drugs after what happened. But
Yeah.
let me tell you what happened. So, everybody, I was grinding away. Got up to Ketchup Champion yesterday,
Not
which is
bad.
the second highest rank. Now, when you get a Ketchup Champion, you then need to get like 99 more Splat points to get to Ketchup King, which is the highest you could go.
What is champion after? Defender?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was.
Yeah. So, so to get to King, you have to get 99 points. By like early in the day, I think I was at like 20 something points, and I was like, okay, later today I'm gonna grind away and I'm gonna get this, because the Splatfest only lasts for 24 hours. In case you didn't know, you only have 24 hours to participate and gain points for your team and to rank up.
It's cool. It's a cool little like micro season of competitive
It's
play.
awesome. And the coolest part about the Splatfest, that part that like really surprised me, is like the main lobby map is completely different. It's like got all these awesome lights. It really looks like a rave party's going on.
It's an event.
It's so sick.
And all the maps are nighttime.
All the maps are at night, and they look awesome. The lighting is so cool, and like I'm really gonna miss that now. Actually, the nighttime maps.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew by 9 p.m. I needed to get 100 points to get to Ketchup King, get the highest rank, and get the most rewards after the Splatfest is done. But we had a party yesterday. Mm-hmm. Our friend Dave had a house party. So
a game developer.
I decided to bring my Switch along.
Yeah.
Much to everyone's dismay, everyone in my
Chagrin
apartment is like, "What are you bringing the Switch for? That's so rude." And I'm like, "Dude, Dave makes games for a living too. He will understand."
It was incredibly rude. This was a birthday
not
party
rude.
and a housewarming party.
Yeah.
And there were probably 5-6 different families there. Families of people who wanted to mingle and gossip.
No, they did not want to mingle.
Brad
when we
comes
were there.
in. Brad comes in with his Switch, sets it down, doesn't talk to anyone.
That is not
Looks
true.
up every once in a while just to make a snarky comment.
This was actually my greatest downfall, was that I tried to be respectable for too long. So I was hanging out, talking to everyone, having a good time, and then finally I was like, you know what, I need to start grinding. So I started playing a little bit while we were there, and then everyone moved in to sing Happy Birthday, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta stop playing. So we sang Happy Birthday, and then we got into another conversation for like an hour and a half. So now it's 8 o'clock, and I need 50 more Splat points. And I'm like, I'm fucked.
That's a lot.
So I start playing
it was over at 9,
while we're
right?
standing outside at Dave's house. Yeah, it was over at 9.
Yeah.
I start playing while we're standing around at this party. Everyone's talking about all these jokes, hooking up with trannies and all this stuff or whatever's going on. The usual. And then like everyone's like, well, let's leave. And it's like 8:15. This is the worst possible timing. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try to T-Mobile hotspot in the car for the 15 minutes ride home. Maybe that'll work. The hotspot did not work. Every match kept disconnecting. And here I am 20 points away now from this Splatfest. So it's 8:40. I rushed into the apartment. I get into the Wi-Fi. I'm hacked into the Wi-Fi, logged in, in the system, firing up a match. Nintendo's matchmaking queue taking forever.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It took a big hit during the event.
Yeah, and like so sometimes you would wait 2 minutes or more to get into a match.
Even with just Ketchup.
And normally that wouldn't be too big of a deal, but when you only have like 20 minutes left and you need every single one of those minutes to be in a match and win to get to the Ketchup King.
Well, that's the problem when you have 75% of people choosing one side.
Yeah.
Like, they were trying to prioritize getting you in a match with Mayo, and then after the timeout or whatever, they just had to put you in a match.
Yeah. So what happened was I ended up at 8:59. I was waiting in a queue. I had 96 points. I needed 3 more points to get to Ketchup King, and it ended.
Yep.
Multiplayer maps and lobbies changed. My heart exploded. My brain just went into a furious rage, just slamming everything around.
But
me.
with no heart,
one more.
With no heart, you had no strength though.
Exactly. So. Nintendo, give me one more. And
how many snails did you get?
13.
Okay, I got 7 for doing like 1 hour.
Probably half of the work that I did.
Way less.
And
than
if
half.
that's the problem, if I would have gotten those 3 more points, I would have had 21.
21 snails.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
frustrating.
I probably played Ketchup versus Mayo for a total of actually way less than an hour.
No, you had to have done it because we did it for like an hour the one night, like on Friday night.
No, because I just went to bed. Remember, I played like
That's
2 matches
true.
and then went to bed.
Well,
I probably
here's the
played
thing.
like 5 matches.
I became absolutely engrossed in this competition. I don't know why. I was taking pictures of ketchup. I was posting it on Twitter. I ate ketchup. I loved ketchup this weekend. I was everything a ketchup lover, a ketchup team ketchup guy could be.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get there.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not going to happen next time.
Ketchup
Fuck
lost
whoever at the
because
party
of you.
on the next Splatfest.
Yeah.
I am not going.
No birthdays. No more birthdays.
No
this year.
birthdays. Don't buy a house. I'm not coming
How
over.
often do these happen, by the way?
I don't know. I think maybe once a month. Or
That's cool. They should have them as frequently as possible because that's so cool for engagement. Everyone's little icon was Ketchup versus Mayo.
Dude, it was
some,
so much fun.
Anime version of that or whatever. It was really creative. People have some creative drawings in that game.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, me neither.
I
I
haven't
haven't drawn
even touched
something.
it.
Maggie drew something, but she was like Led Zeppelin rocks or something like
Wow.
that. It was like
Classic. I wonder how they choose who is in that hub area.
I don't know because like they plastered all of like the best Mayo versus Ketchup drawings all around the lobby area, and it looked so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wonder how they choose that.
Were you playing anything else besides Splatoon, Sean?
Let's see. Playing. I want to say no,
Okay.
but I'm gonna say yes.
Ooh, all right.
But I didn't.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, so I'm not
here's
gonna really
the
talk
shitty
too much.
thing.
Oh,
Here,
good. Go on.
Let me air a slight grievance here. Not even for games.
Are we gonna open up the bag?
Just a squeak.
Okay.
Here's my grievance.
Okay.
You might have heard 2-3 weeks ago when I mentioned that I bought Kingdom Hearts for PS4.
Oh, yes. Where is this game, by the way?
Well, I bought it on Amazon from a non-Amazon seller. It was $10.
Right.
Everyone else was selling it for
Now,
like $35.
clarify which version of Kingdom Hearts, because there's about 30. Was this Kingdom
Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 Final Mix HD whatever.
Remix.
Yeah, remix.
Okay.
Over 2 days. So I bought this thing from a guy for $10. And it looked suspicious as hell.
Right.
He had 0 feedback. New account. Just posting this thing for $10. Gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought maybe he got it.
Something like this.
Because Amazon covers your ass, so it's no skin off my back.
Right.
Like, I would rather just take the risk and maybe get this game for $10.
Yeah. Okay.
So I bought it, and it was gonna take a while to ship. For some reason, this guy is using some antiquated shipping method, like the Pony Express or something.
Dude,
because
seriously.
any box that you can put a game in can ship in like 2 to 3 days.
Oh yeah, easily.
For cheap. Like first class mail is actually way cheaper
They're
than
practically teleporting
medium mail
that
and
shit these days.
So I don't know what he did. He probably actually, well, assuming that he was a real person that was going to ship me the game,
Okay.
he would have had to pay more probably for that shitty shipping than
Yeah.
just throwing it in a package for first class. So I wait. It's getting so long, like 2 weeks at this point, that Amazon sends me an email. I was like, this is looking a little fishy. We're gonna like give you a link to cancel the order.
Oh really? Amazon came to you?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, maybe you should cancel this.
Yeah. So they did that,
never
and I was
happened to
like, no, Amazon, I'm holding strong on this
Yeah,
one.
I want
because
this
the
game.
delivery date then like the next day after that, it was marked as shipped.
Ooh.
And there was a
so he's
delivery
doing
date.
something.
There was a delivery date, so something happened.
He or she.
He or she or it.
Or whatever, you know.
A robot.
Doesn't matter.
And then that date, guess when it was?
August 23rd, my birthday?
No, yesterday.
Oh, the delivery date?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it hasn't been delivered. So
is there a tracking number?
No, but it showed like the generic progress of like it was shipped and then there's a giant green bar and then it just jumps to the end and waits right before delivered.
Yeah.
So August 5th, it was supposed to be delivered. It wasn't. And now I don't have Kingdom Hearts. And I've been waiting for 3 weeks. And now I don't even want it anymore. That's the worst part of this.
It anymore?
The worst part, and the thing that I didn't account for is now so much time has passed since I saw the concert and everything. It was all hyped about Kingdom Hearts 3 that I don't even want to play it anymore. I'm like, realistically, I'm not going to play that game.
What you should do is when it arrives, you should just...
It's not going to.
You should just send it right back.
I should.
Yeah.
No, what I'll do is I'll keep it, and then I'll say it never arrived.
Ooh,
and I'll get them.
Tricky.
No, I won't do anything because it's never going to arrive. And if it did arrive, I would probably just not play it.
I can't believe you got fooled
well,
by this guy. This internet guy or girl.
The best thing
I don't know
was
why I keep
knew
saying guy. I'm
that it was a
assuming
risk.
he's some shady guy.
I assume
girls can be shady
Girls
too.
don't do crime. Like they taught you in school. It's mostly a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta have a mustache if you're gonna do crime.
Well, some girls can grow mustaches.
That's true. That's true. They what?
It's very
what
suspicious.
That's not true. I take
true.
it back.
That's true. It's true.
Well, anyway, that's a small grievance that isn't even a game grievance. That's just a shitty system grievance. But I was kind of looking forward to playing that, and instead, I've just been pouring more time into Splatoon 2.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. So what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Same thing. Splatoon 2. And then I'm still grinding away in Persona. I just hit 103 hours this morning.
Wow.
So
you're gonna beat it
going
ever?
at it. I think so.
All right.
I'm gonna keep trucking along. What do we got coming up this month? There's that
Games?
Hellblade game coming out soon.
Sounds like a game.
That from the team that did Enslaved and Heavenly Sword.
Team Ninja?
That looks cool.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, it's not
Hellblade.
Team Ninja. It's Ninja Theory or something.
Yeah,
maybe?
Ninja Theory.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that looks cool. We got
Wait, is
Uncharted
that the one
coming out
with
soon.
the trailer that's just the girl?
Yeah, it's just the girl, dude.
It's called
And a sword.
Hellblade?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Isn't that that's like the same premise as Heavenly Sword?
Kind of,
There's a
but it's
blade
not
that,
because
like,
it's Hellblade,
cursed her.
Sean. It's like if you took a heaven sword, but you dipped it in hell.
Dipped it down.
Dipped it down, took it out, spin it around.
All right. Is that what it's like?
Yeah. Yeah, so not too much going on. So let's just get right into the announcements.
Let's get into it. Big announcements this week.
A lot of stuff announced this week, Sean. We'll start with this first one. This is a game that you and I dipped into, and I really would like to get back and play this some more because it was pretty dumbly fun.
Yeah, so it's Ark, Survival Evolved.
Full release and DLC.
And we waited until it came out on PS4 and played it.
But it was still like in open beta or whatever. So I guess
Still a piece of shit.
The full release, the story here is that the full release has been delayed. It has been revealed that after 2 years in early access on Steam, Ark Survival Evolved has been pushed back to August 29th.
Who
after being
cares?
slated
Like,
for
why do they
release on
even
August
have
8th.
a release date?
I don't even understand.
The game is $55.
I thought maybe this was for everything.
It's like a full price game on consoles, on PC. People have been playing it for 2 years. Who cares when you say it releases? It's out.
I don't understand. I really don't understand this like trend in games these days where it's like, yeah, the game's been out for 3 years, but they're like, no, but now it's really out.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it started with Minecraft, and I think it's just a successful model that allows teams to put something out early so they can actually get accurate numbers on the response. They can see, oh, we thought 1 million people were going to buy it, but only 2,000 are buying it. Maybe we don't put $10 million more dollars into polishing it, and they can cut it loose early, or they just get a good groundswell of marketing because people feel like when they find something on Greenlight, it's kind of a hidden gem. It's like, oh, I found this sweet game that no one knows about.
Right.
And that's where
and there's
the
this
culture
whole
is right
groundswell movement behind that game then where it's
and
like,
streamers,
whoa, check out this.
streamers love to stream new crazy games. Like PewDiePie does that all the time.
That's true. I think like that's one of the things that the industry is still adjusting to is how much of an influence streamers have on a game's success.
So if you get taken up as part of that storm, these games can get huge. Like right now, Liz just started playing Dream Daddy, which is a game where you're a dad and you go around just dating other dads.
Yeah.
It's like a dating sim, but purely for dads.
Yeah, it's everyone's wildest, wettest dream.
Very wet dream. And it's got a great art style and actually is like way higher polished than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But everyone's talking about that game right now because it's just kind of a zany concept.
Yeah.
So sometimes
and
these
it's a great
things,
name.
Yeah, sometimes these early access games and like greenlight games, they just catch fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I guess if you're excited for Ark, you have to wait a little bit longer. But
I mean, Ark's cool. Ark is really janky, but
it's
and I
so
think
janky, but the concept is so great. Like,
Yeah.
I just wish they could iron out all of the issues.
Yeah, because you start from nothing. You start with barely a loincloth.
Yeah,
and you go
gotta,
out
like,
and you
take
punch a
rocks.
tree.
Yeah, punch a tree
until you
grab
can build
a rock,
hatchet.
You build a hatchet, start
pickaxe
chopping some
first.
stuff up. Oh my god, it's so much fun.
But we should have been smarter. We should have tweaked our server settings because it is endlessly tweakable. Like you can speed up the amount of resources you get, you can speed up the day-night cycle, you can speed up experience, you can change everything, like dino taming time. So if we balance that ourselves, because I think the 1.0 multiplier is not good.
We
balance.
also only played by ourselves.
Yeah.
Where like I think the
I don't wanna
real
get
thrill
fucked
of
up
that
by
is
other
like
people.
playing with other people
Yeah,
actually in the match.
Yeah, well, it's like Dark Souls because it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
But you spend
I think you
so
can do
much
friendly
time
servers.
building something. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be cool. I'm just afraid that I'm going to spend all this time building something,
And
then
some guy's just
someone
gonna come
comes
through with a
and
fucking
headshots me.
Pteranodon and just wreck your shit.
Yeah.
Pick up your house, drop it off in the ocean.
The end game looks amazing. Like that's something
It
you
does.
could
It looks
actually do.
so cool.
People are flying dinosaurs around with mounted turrets on them and shit.
Going
going living underwater.
Meanwhile, like we barely got like a fucking loincloth.
Yeah. Well, we got a forge. We got a lot of metal.
We did. We were doing really good that one game.
had that
we had
raptor.
a pistol. We had pistols.
We had pistols. But the T-Rex kept
The T-Rex
killing us.
came through. He was
And
like,
the
that pistol ain't gonna
Allosaurus.
do shit on us.
I love the rules of that game too because you like up on top of mountains you find more metal resources.
Yeah.
But you also find more predators.
Yeah.
So the closer you get to really valuable resources, the more T-Rexes.
I mean,
because
everyone knows T-Rexes fucking love
Oh my god,
iron,
they're
dude.
so
That's
into
all
it.
they do is
Yeah.
eat like fucking metal. They're so hardcore.
Yeah.
All right, next announcement. Apparently, some Telltale games were leaked, confirmed for the Switch. So Telltale's Batman and Guardian series are coming to the Switch, apparently. It's always been down to the retailers to blow the cool announcements. It seems that a few retailers have listed the Telltale Games Batman and Guardians of the Galaxy on their site for pre-order prior to any official announcement.
Whoa.
Two episodic games received very good reviews from major games publications and held up to Telltale's high standards of storytelling. But Telltale is being close-lipped about the releases. So I don't know if this is like officially confirmed yet, but apparently it seems like it's going to happen. We're going to get Batman and Guardians of the Galaxy for Switch. The Batman game is really awesome. I have not played the Guardians of the Galaxy one because
I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's good, but my main problem is like it looks like they're really trying to just copy the style of the film, but then they don't have any of the actors from the film.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of not bringing your own interesting twist to this, and then just recasting everyone
I can
does
see
not
that.
feel right.
Because the others do have a very different style. Like
Yeah.
Walking Dead, cel shaded. It's the complete opposite of the gritty TV series.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of Telltale'd out, honestly. Like, I'll play a couple of the series. I'll play Walking Dead. I might go back to Wolf Among Us or something. And some of them are exciting. Like, I kind of want to see Batman. But at this point, they have, like, 10 concurrent seasons running of different IP. And and they're all the same. Like, I feel like something needs to evolve there.
Yeah. Okay, here's one that I'm actually kind of excited about. Apparently, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are coming to the Switch.
Cool.
2012 and 2015 survival horror games, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are coming to Nintendo Switch late this year. Capcom has announced that in addition to the re-release of Resident Evil Revelations on Xbox One and PS4, both Revelations and its sequel will also be coming to Nintendo Switch before the end of 2017. That's awesome because the first one was a 3DS exclusive game. I
And
never
that was a
played
good
it.
game.
You played it?
I played part of it.
Right.
And
I
it
remember you
had
liking
the
it.
atmosphere. Yeah, it was for the 3DS, it was really impressive. You
Yeah.
were on a ship. And so, I don't know, the atmosphere of being on a ship and everything's like wet and there are monsters there was really cool.
Yeah.
But we played together.
You and I played some of that game, and it's fun co-op.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's fun, but I don't think it's a good game. And I don't think it's good co-op either.
Well, it's weird because they give you one character who's got a gun, and then they give you another character who's got like a crowbar.
Yeah, no,
So,
a
like-
flashlight. You can't even do shit with
Wait,
it.
no, but I
was
thought
a
you
girl
had
with a
I thought you got a
flashlight.
crowbar though eventually.
Maybe.
Like you could crowbar and I
After a
couldn't.
while. Yeah, but I couldn't do shit when a zombie came up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. They create this tension because one of you has to save the other's ass, and then one of you is resourceful and can open shit.
And the other person is combat oriented.
It's a good idea. It just doesn't. It's not super well executed.
Well, it's not great when the character that gets the gun is me and you don't get the gun because
Yeah.
you hate not having the gun.
Yeah. Well, also, you try just shining a flashlight for 2 hours.
That's true. It's not exactly riveting gameplay. But yeah, I guess we'll just see what those ports are like, because I think that the ports for the PS4 and the Xbox One of Resident Evil, I don't know. I thought that one of the ports got bad reviews on the console, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, crazy announcement this week to me. It seems really surprising, but a bunch of Persona games were announced.
Well, dancing games though.
Not just dancing games.
Really?
But we got Persona Q2, which is a sequel to Persona Q for 3DS, which was apparently
that a fighting game?
No, it's like an Etrian Odyssey dungeon crawler game with Persona characters, which was supposedly really good. Like, it looks really good. I would want to play it, but it's on 3DS, so I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
The other thing is man. Like they're doing more dancing games. So they did a Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and now they have a Persona 5 dancing game they've announced, Persona 5 Dancing Star Night, and then a Persona 3 Dancing Moon Night. So they're going all the way back to Persona 3 characters.
People love Persona.
Yeah, that's crazy that they feel like they can like actually go back and make a game with characters from a game that's like 15 years old.
I wonder if they built the first one in a way that they can kind of just like plug new assets in.
Yeah.
And save a lot of the work. Just come up with some new songs and get it out there.
I'm really bummed that Persona Q2 isn't announced for Switch as well, but I think there's a story we'll get into later on that I can understand why they're still doing 3DS games. But yeah, so Persona seems like it's kind of maybe finally catching on over here in the West a little bit.
Cool.
Not a news story for me, but wanted to put it in here. Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire expansion revealed. So I guess on September 22nd, there will be a new Guild Wars expansion.
Nice.
This MMO always looked really appealing to me, but I could not let myself get into MMOs.
This is the one that people always recommend. They just say there's more to it, and it doesn't feel
I think it's action-oriented combat, too, right?
Yeah.
But
it seems super polished and great, but yeah, same thing. I would rather play a game like Skyrim than ever jump into like Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, totally. My thing is, like, I know myself, and I know if I get hooked into that online community, like, my life is gone. Yeah. Like, that's it. Any relationship I have in the real world will be erased by whatever happens in Guild Wars 2.
Yeah. And I'm kind of the opposite.
I'll probably end up getting married to someone in Guild Wars 2.
Oh, God.
Like...
I won't like that. I'm the opposite, where I don't play because I know that I won't devote enough time to it. Like, I will defend against falling into it like that so hard that it just won't even be worth it.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's like the exact opposite. So, next announcement. Rhyme for Switch, the release date has finally been announced.
This game did not review well, did it?
It didn't review poorly. I think it did, like, okay. I would say, like it's probably in the 70s in Metacritic. Okay. So this game, Tequila Works Rhyme, is coming to Nintendo Switch on November 14th in North America and November 17th in Europe. I would be more interested in playing it on Switch than maybe anything else. Yeah. But I still don't think I'll play it.
You know, this art style kind of reminds me of The Witness, and I think that would make an awesome Switch game.
Ooh, that would. I would actually play that on Switch, probably.
I played through a bunch of it, but then at some point, there just wasn't enough
became
of
like
a
too
thread.
obtuse.
Yeah, the puzzles were getting really difficult, and at the same time, there wasn't enough of a thread to connect them or connect the world, so I just kind of lost interest.
My biggest problem with games like that sometimes, when they're like, when they rely too much on, like, you interpret the story how you want to, or it's like, it's really just like, I'm gonna say obtuse again, but I don't want to say obtuse. Like, the storytelling is
acute.
Like, yes, acute. The storytelling is very what's the word I'm looking for? Traditional, where it's like they're not really telling you a story by like having someone talk to you or like you seeing characters. It's more about like you trying to infer things from the environment. That stuff kind of just doesn't work for me. Like Dark Souls does that, and I don't really like it. I don't like having to read item descriptions to understand what this character's motivations were.
I think
and stuff
Dark
like
Souls
that.
does it pretty masterfully, though.
Yeah,
that's
I guess
like the best example of that, because the world just feels so lived in, and it feels like there's so much history there.
Whereas The Witness feels like the exact opposite.
The Witness feels like
so
a game.
not lived in.
It feels like a level designer went in and put these puzzles in the trees and like took one apple off of a branch and that's a new puzzle too, and then like it just feels, you can see the hand of the designer, and that's fine because the game is all about gameplay. It is 100% about you solving these puzzles, but it's just a very different feeling.
I guess my main problem is, like, I hate it when games make me feel like a dumbass. And, like, I know that, like, The Witness would just do that constantly. Like, it would just be, like, me not figuring out a puzzle and not figuring out another puzzle. Sean has switched formations over here in the recording studio.
Yeah.
He has removed himself from the seat, and he is now in like a kneeling formation.
I'm kneeling.
Okay.
In front of the mic.
Yeah, straighten out your back a little bit.
No, just
getting more pumped.
I'm just getting really hot. Like I'm wearing these sweatpants.
You are wearing sweatpants,
sweating.
which is really crazy. What's weird is I didn't turn the air conditioning off. I just turned it up a little bit, but it seems like it's not working.
Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Thumper is coming to Xbox.
Is it
August 18th.
Is it not on Xbox?
Xbox?
Yet?
No.
It is box?
It is not. It's coming August 18th.
Okay, cool. Cool game. Not like my favorite game ever.
But you played it for a little while.
Yeah.
And last announcement for this week, another lost phone, Lara's Story, announced, coming to PC and smartphones this fall. This is a game I really want to play the first one.
Oh, I remember what this was.
Yeah, it's like it's the game where it's a lot like Her Story, where it's like you
they just act like your phone is someone else's phone.
Yeah, you boot it up and it's like, oh, that's a phone like operating system, and you navigate it to figure out like what happened to this person who's missing.
Yeah,
which is really cool. I love that idea. I love that, like, and also the other game that I thought worked really well was Lara's Away or something like. Was it Lara's Away? It was someone's name and she's away. Emily is away. That's it. I played that with Maggie and it was so trippy, dude. Like a whole game that's just in the AOL Instant Messenger interface. Yeah. If that sounds intriguing to anyone at all, I think it's free or like really
close
cheap
to free.
I can't quite remember,
free or close.
But it's this insane game where like you literally, it's just you're in the AOL Instant Messenger app basically, and the sounds of that app and like reading people's bios and stuff, it is a time warp, man. Like it really makes you feel like, holy shit, like I remember this. I remember what this was like, and you're like seeing the icons change. It's like Backstreet Boys and all this stuff, and like, that was a really cool game. You're just like typing responses to someone and asking her questions, and then she's responding, and it's like.
It's really weird.
It's really weird.
I do want to play some of those games though, because that would be a cool game to make.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
On the phone games, do you think that that any part of the story or any twist or anything has to do with
sexting?
Yeah, like risque photos in the album or
I'm sure
sexting.
Because they're probably trying to like push the boundaries in that way a little bit, you know.
I feel like it has to be.
It has to, yeah. Because like my thought is like, oh, she's sexting the wrong person. And something bad happens. Yeah. You know? That's the twist.
Yeah.
Or sexting the right person.
Or someone's creepily.
Or sexting the right person and something great happens. And it's like, oh, yeah, Laura's gone right now, but she's just hooking up with someone right now.
Her phone says that? Like, how do you... how do they fit that in?
I don't know. I'm not making the game. We got to go play it. We should
it'll just be like 16 missed calls from her mom.
Oh, and they're on your phone now all of a sudden? Get it? Because she was calling.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
No one gets it.
All right, Sean. Time for some weekly roundup. All right, Sean. This week, something happened that blew up the internet.
Oh, this is
Mario.
Perhaps the most groundbreaking video game news in the history of
groundbreaking video game news.
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't heard this yet, sit down, everybody.
Sit down. Grab onto something. Because you're about to get your
fucking socks knocked right off.
Hold on to your butt.
Your head. Super Mario Odyssey gets the highest ESRB rating in series history.
Dun, dun, dun.
Since the induction of ESRB ratings in 1994, no Super Mario series title has ever received a rating higher than E. Yoshi's Island in Super Mario 64 used the old Kids to Adults, which has since been replaced by the E for Everyone rating. Every Mario entry since has understandably received this E rating. However, Super Mario Odyssey has been given a rating of E10+, for everyone ages 10 and up.
Wow.
So, now let me tell you what this means. The E10+ rating is described by the ESRB as containing cartoon, fantasy, or mild violence, mild language, and / or minimal suggestive themes.
That's what it's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The minimal suggestive themes? What do you think they're suggesting?
Oh my god. I just realized, Mario, does he ride the T-Rex?
No, he transforms
into it, but oh my god, it's so close to him riding like a real-life version of Yoshi.
That's true. Now, Sean, when I thought about this, I was like, you know, Mario's been doing some fucked up things for a long time.
A lot of fucked up things.
And I just wanted to kind of run through some things that I thought Mario has done that's already pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, this whole E10 rating thing, people are like, whoa, this is crazy. What's Mario going to be doing now?
Yeah.
But think about what Mario's already done. First thing Mario does, he fucking jumps on a Goomba and smashes
it flat.
into, like, flat. Like, into nothing.
That thing is 2D now.
Yeah, literally wrecks this thing. That, I would say,
for no reason
is some
at all.
cartoon violence.
No reason.
No.
I mean, I guess you could say it was self-defense.
When you played Mario 1, that Goomba's coming at you. Doesn't look like he's trying to do anything.
Well, but he's gonna. You know he's gonna.
Although I'll say his eyebrows do look very angry.
Yeah. Also his mouth. I think their mouths look pretty angry.
Do they look angry?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have mouths in the first game? I guess
you
they
can
have
tell that he does not have positive intent. The way he's carrying himself.
So
also,
what?
There's
Your first instinct is to motherfucking jump on that guy?
Well, I think it's self-defense, actually.
Okay, so you think it's self-defense?
It's either jump or get jumped on.
So you think that justifies an E rating? Because it's self-defense?
Yeah, I think that fits into E.
Okay, well, here's the next
below
one.
The bar.
Let me bust down through that theory right now with this next one. He crushes turtles and then kicks their corpses.
Now,
that is not self-defense. They are already helpless.
I think those turtles are fine, though. What he does is he goes on top. He jumps on top on the button that pulls them into their shells.
Oh, right. The turtle button?
Yeah. Everyone knows there's a soft spot on the top of a turtle's back. You press it, and they go inside their shell. He does that, and then he gently hockey pucks them away.
Yeah, I don't know about the
And then they bounce around a little. They bounce around with each other and stuff. And yeah, and also those turtles are
So you think
assholes.
they're having fun?
Yeah, I think they're having fun.
Okay. All right, so that's an E rating.
Yeah, they're still in the shell. Like, they're not dead.
Okay.
There's no blood.
All right. Okay, now try and fucking defend this one.
Okay.
Okay? There's a point in the game where there's this big friendly lizard guy who's really excited to see you, and he's jumping up and down, and he's jumping, and he's so excited, fire's breathing out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Mario runs up. He doesn't even say hi to this guy. Jumps over his fucking head. Breaks the floor out from underneath him.
Yeah.
Drops him into a pit of lava.
Okay.
He just takes this friendly lizard guy, drops him into lava.
I can explain this one. Queen's orders. Queen's orders through Princess Peach to kill this tyrant who has taken over the castle.
Okay.
And filled it with lava. You think there was lava there in the first place? It's his fucking lava, so that's just...
Oh, so it's his lava.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. E rating?
Yeah, E rating.
Okay. All right. Now, here's another one. Now, when they say minimal suggestive themes, I'm thinking this. Mario and his buddies now can all just kind of transform into some sort of sexy cat, like human fusion hybrid being.
Yeah, I think
that's
sexy.
Very like seductive. You look at Peach in that cat uniform, and she's all bent over on all fours, and she's like, meow.
I think sexy and seductive in this case is interpretation on your part. So we'll move past that one because they're actually just cats, which are the most E thing you could possibly have.
Okay, so E rating.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's something that Mario does. He cleans a lot of pipes.
Yeah. Got to keep them clean.
Okay. So that's not suggestive to you in any way, like him just going into a pipe.
He doesn't go in.
Coming
well,
out.
He
definitely goes in the pipe. He just dives right in.
Well, he goes in feet first, so I think that's still E.
Okay, E rating.
Yeah. Well, no, you go in head first sometimes. You can jump up.
You can jump up into him.
First.
Yeah, you can go head first. You're diving right in.
That one's kind of borderline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So E10?
I'd say you get one. For E, you probably get one.
Okay,
and that's
one
their
thing.
one.
Okay.
It's like the one fuck for PG-13.
So the last thing that I got on here on my little list is there are guns and cannons and bullets being fired constantly.
Okay.
That to me is like PG-13.
Yeah, guess what?
You can't be firing off guns.
Guess what, though? They all have fucking smiley faces on them. So I think it's fine. Someone went in and painted each of those bullets
like, okay,
with a face.
All right. So faces.
They're friends.
They're Bullet Bill.
Yeah. Just
All right.
because they can't control their direction.
Yeah, they're actually just trying to get over and say hi to Mario.
Yeah. Hi.
But oops, I went
They
too
always pass
fast and I
by.
shot through his body and killed him.
Yeah. Not their fault.
Okay. So there's no intent.
It's like if you're swimming in the ocean and a shark
It's like accidental
destroys
manslaughter.
You. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You can't arrest a shark. You can't arrest a bullet.
Not yet.
You can't arrest a bill.
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay. Well, I thought of a couple other ones that I think take this maybe to E10 plus.
Okay.
Now, we all know dinosaurs are extinct, so
Yeah. Well,
if you found
wait,
one,
wait. Are they though? Because Nessie might be out there.
Well, yeah, we'll give you that.
Okay.
We'll give you Nessie. But if you found one, if you found Nessie, if you found a T-Rex or say like a miniature
T-Rex
that was really friendly and liked to lick things
and eat apples and stuff,
what would you do? Would you maybe put it in a cage and use it for science, or would you jump on its back and start riding it around, forcing it to poop out eggs and eat everything in sight until it has such heartburn that it breathes fire?
Oh my god! And then and it eats so many things that it can fly.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
Getting high.
That doesn't even make any sense.
You're forcing it to take drugs.
Is that what's going on? It's drugs.
I think that's pretty messed up. What do you think? E10? E?
Now, I think that you're not really forcing it, because at any time, Yoshi just likes to, like let's say a Goomba jumps at you. Oops. Yoshi's just like, all right, see ya, buddy, and he just takes off. You know. So he's kind of like he's all right.
No, he's screaming.
He gets
the whole
out
time.
of there. He's not screaming.
Do you
he's
see
just
how
like,
fast
yo,
his legs are
I'm
moving?
You.
He's
I'm
like,
out of here. I think that.
That's E for you?
Yeah, I mean, he loves eating things.
Well, how about this one? Mario steals the stars out of the sky.
That part's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Like, that's an entire galaxy.
How can you even do that?
Messed up because Mario just ripped a star out of the sky. Yeah, I'm invincible
now, bro. No source of light, bringing all this gravity to Earth. We don't need all that gravity. I don't know how we're still functioning, honestly.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, Sean.
And the last one, I think this is the most egregious.
This is definitely the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
It may seem
Mario.
It may seem innocuous at first. He punches bricks. All right, cool. Maybe he's just dumb. Maybe he's training. Maybe he's training for Muay Thai.
Dumb.
But he's punching bricks, usually jumping. And
jumping into them,
holding his hand above his head.
Like if his hand wasn't there, his head would be hitting these bricks.
Absolute brain damage.
Oh yeah.
But have you ever seen many buildings standing in Mario?
No, there's like almost no buildings.
Yeah, and the ones that there are full of ghosts. I wonder why.
Well, Sean, I read something once.
Okay.
Apparently, in the original Super Mario Brothers, the story behind the whole game is all of the citizens were turned into bricks.
Oh my god.
Of the Toad Kingdom.
Yeah. In the first Mario Brothers.
Mario is running around fucking killing everyone in the kingdom.
Turning them into ghosts.
Turning them into ghosts that show up castles. Into the castles and the houses.
Oh my god.
So, I just would like to say, Nintendo, Mario's been a lot more fucked up than you've been letting on.
Yeah, it took you long enough, Nintendo.
You realize it. He's an E10 plus guy
You should be at least E11 plus in our book.
And that's things Mario already does that are fucked up.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, moving on. Weekly roundup. Okay, so Nintendo has finally confirmed that SNES Classic pre-orders are going to begin this month.
Wow.
August.
Okay. Did they say anything about stock?
No, I think they just used their ambiguous, like, don't worry, we're going to have a lot more of these than we had the NES Classic. They don't say anything about numbers. They just say we're going to have more.
Speaking of stock, it'll be interesting to watch Nintendo's stock as this comes out. Because Nintendo's stock bounces around like crazy and has like huge upswings. So I'm wondering if the excitement around this, once it's in like mainstream media and CNN picks it up, will cause people to go buy Nintendo stock and spike it up again.
Should we pick it up? Should we go pick up some Nintendo stock?
Inevitably it'll fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really, their stock is super volatile. Anytime something happens, it just goes crazy.
So Nintendo said the company confirmed that it will be made available for pre-order by various retailers later this month. While declining to mention a specific number, Nintendo said a significant amount of additional systems will be shipped to stores for launch day and throughout the balance of the calendar year. That doesn't say shit, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, if they have to ship them for the rest of the year, I feel like the initial amount probably wasn't significant enough.
That's true. I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I'm going to buy one or not.
I'm definitely not.
Not?
Not, because I want it on my Switch. I want Super Nintendo shit on my Switch.
Yeah.
I want to sell my Super Metroid cartridge and just have it on Switch.
Yeah. Forever. And ever. All right, next story, Sean.
This is great.
Tell us about this
Stardew Valley multiplayer details revealed, coming early 2018.
Yay!
Yay! But, I mean, it hasn't come out on Switch yet.
No.
So I wonder if Switch will be getting the updates.
And it hasn't come out on Vita yet either, but they're working on it.
Yeah, I'll bet you those platforms are going to be behind in updates.
Yeah, I think so. I
Sucks.
think they're gonna even the PS4 is going to be behind as far as this multiplayer
It'll be like the
goes.
Minecraft scenario.
I love this game so much, and I'm terrified of it. Like I haven't started it back up since I stopped because I know I'm just going to lose my life to it, and I really do want this on a handheld so I can grind it.
Yeah.
But Sean, read us the descriptions of what you can do as a multiplayer farmhand because I think it's awesome. It sounds so good.
Farmhands can do almost anything the main player can do, the post explains. They can farm, mine, fight, fish, forage, marry NPCs, and take part in festivals. Oh my god, you can compete for NPCs.
Yes.
Hand in marriage.
Yes.
All right. However, certain decisions like when to sleep and when to start or end a festival can only be made by the main player. And so you're not allowed to sleep when you want to.
Well, no, because that advances the day.
I know. It's just hilarious.
That's true. Like, you can't go to sleep yet. Farmhand, you need to finish your work for the day.
Get in the field.
I love that you can do everything pretty much.
Players will even be able to marry each other. Although the specifics of how that will play out are still being worked out. Player-to-player marriage will not use the mermaid pendant, though.
Oh, okay.
All
Good
right.
to know.
Good news.
They're fishing something up.
Yep.
Something new.
Yeah, that's cool. I do want to play this game on a handheld. I don't want to buy it for PS4.
Yeah. I love Stardew Valley.
I love it more.
All right. Next story, Sean.
EA merges BioWare Montreal with Motive Studios.
Tell
EA
us
has
about
officially
this.
confirmed it's merged BioWare Montreal with Motive Studios. The teams in EA Worldwide Studios are packed with talent, and more than ever, we're driving collaboration between studios on key projects. That is... Oh, there's dirt on your screen, and it looks like a semicolon. And it's not supposed to be there. We're driving collaboration between studios on key projects, EA told IGN in a statement. With multiple major projects in development in Montreal, we are merging BioWare Montreal with Motive Studios. This is an ongoing process, but there are many exciting roles and opportunities for everyone on the team. Merge comes after reports that the Mass Effect series was to be put on hold, blah, 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 blah. What did Motive do?
I think Motive was working on Battlefront.
Oh, that was Jade Raymond's studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're working on Battlefront 2 right now.
Other
unannounced projects.
I think like they worked on the single player campaign for Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're working on other stuff. I think this is just like more damning for like this studio as far as like, oh yep, they're not gonna get to work on their own games anymore. They're just gonna do whatever the EA needs them to do, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I heard that it wasn't really like too big of a deal. I think it was literally just they're consolidating like office space.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So it's cool. It seems like everyone's still got a job, and you know they're gonna keep making cool games.
Everyone's got a job.
Dude, this next one kind of really surprised me.
Wow. Dragon Quest XI sells 2 million copies in 2 days in Japan. Dude. That's insane.
And then IGN clarifies 1 million copies a day for 2 days. They're like, in case you didn't know how to do math.
Yeah, that's huge because, I mean, dude, how many people can even buy games in Japan?
I know. Well, listen to this. The 3DS picked up... Okay, so I'll tell the total first. It sold a total of 2,080,806 copies across the PS4 and 3DS platforms. So they launched it on both those platforms at once. The 3DS picked up over half with 1.13 million copies sold and then 950,000 of PS4.
And that's without digital sales.
Yeah. And so this is insane. Like, this is like so much more. I think we just heard that Persona sold like 1.2 million copies.
1.8,
like
I think.
Yeah.
But that was
No, it was 1.18.
Right?
Yeah,
really?
Worldwide. And that's what I'm saying. In Japan...
I thought it was 1.8.
No, it was 1.18.
Oh, that's...
So in Japan, Dragon Quest like destroyed it already, just in Japan. I really want this game in the West. And I think that, so they, like we said last week, they confirmed it's coming next year. But they're still working on the Switch version, too. So, like, they're going to get even more sales when the Switch version releases later this year. I think is when it's scheduled in Japan.
Yeah, I feel like on Switch, I don't feel as bad as buying games that I won't finish.
Right,
because you can kind of pick them down. Like, maybe I'll play it in the future. Really, I won't. But it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah. All right, we got one more story to wrap up the roundup this week. Sean, I know you didn't like this one.
Yeah. Oh, God. We'll call this news.
But I wanted to just talk about it a little bit.
Batman Assassin's Creed port studio bringing a AAA title to Nintendo Switch.
But which one?
Bum, bum, bum. Virtuous, the studio responsible for working on Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection, Batman Return to Arkham, and the recent Final Fantasy remasters, is currently porting a AAA title to Nintendo Switch.
This is interesting because the Ezio Collection, I think, like notoriously had some like crazy bugs in it. And then Batman Return to Arkham was like delayed because
And was also
because the port was so bad.
Yeah, and when it came out was not super well received.
Yeah.
It was solid enough, but
the Final Fantasy games have been good.
Well, I'm wondering which remasters they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
12?
They don't. They say recent,
10
so
and
maybe.
10 too?
Yeah, maybe.
Because sure, those are great, but I mean, they didn't make those games.
No.
They just.
But they were good ports.
Like,
I mean, they're not making
them.
a new game, right? So they're just making sure that the game runs well on whatever system they're porting it to.
Yeah.
And so with this, they don't say what they're working on, obviously. I'm super curious. Like, do you think... Like, my natural inclination is it's Batman. Because they mention here that Batman... what was the second one? Arkham City?
Yeah.
Was ported to Wii U previously.
Sure.
So my thought would be like, oh, maybe they're bringing Arkham Knight to Switch somehow.
I don't know.
But that
depends.
I don't know. Like, would
did
that
Arkham
game
Knight
run
do
on Switch?
super well?
I think it did okay. I don't think it really blew any doors off of any buildings.
I feel like
that's
they're kind
of
done with Batman right now. I don't know. They've kind of moved on.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've moved on
I would
to.
love if it was a Final Fantasy port for Switch.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Do you have any thoughts?
Which port, though? Like, what Final Fantasy would you want to play?
I'd take 12 on Switch.
Porting
I'd
a
play it over
AAA
there.
title to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, and they don't have any announcement about it, so it must be pretty early.
Well, it was basically, I think, just someone found a LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
So that it was one of those, like, oops, shouldn't have put that on my LinkedIn. Why do people do that?
Dude,
I
wonder...
don't understand why people do that.
Yeah.
Like, I just say, working on something.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
I wonder if it's Spider-Man.
Ooh. Wait, no, it couldn't be.
Why?
That's a Sony exclusive.
Is it a full-on exclusive, or is it like
so.
a timed exclusive? I don't know. I wonder if they work something out there.
Maybe.
Because I feel like for Sony, Switch is so different from their console that they would be potentially okay with that. I don't know. That's what I want.
Yeah. I would rather have it on PS4. That game.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
When is that coming out, by the way?
Probably next year.
Okay.
I don't think there's
It's
like
not
a
this
release
year?
date, but no, it's definitely not this year.
All right.
All right, so that's it for the roundup. Wrapped it up. Wrapped up
Wrapping
the
it
roundup. Let's see if there's anything interesting coming up this week. I think there are actually a couple of cool games coming up this week. We'll just run through them real quick. Let's see. We got Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Okay. Oh, that's why I didn't recognize the title, because it has that stupid subtitle.
Yeah, so Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice is a gripping action drama project by Ninja Theory, coming out to PS4 and PC this week, August 8th. Next up, Sean.
Lawbreakers, which is Cliff Bleszinski's thing, right?
Yeah, that's Cliff Bleszinski's multiplayer...
Class-based shooter.
Class-based shooter, yeah.
Lawbreakers is a competitive team-based FPS set in an alternate future in which the world has been divided into two... ...
Now, we played a game a little while ago where we finished these little blurbs with our own made-up things, but apparently it confused some people. So I'm not sure. Do we keep doing it, or do we just...
I say we don't.
Okay. All right, Sudden Strike 4, Macintosh.
Macintosh. Who calls it
on
that?
August 11th. IGN calls it that, apparently. On August 11th, with Sudden Strike 4, the legendary tactical real-time strategy series returns better than ever. Bigger... ...
Cat Quest on PC. This
sounds
cool.
Oh, dude.
Cat Quest is an open-world top-down 2D RPG set in the wonderful world of cats.
Wow,
that sounds cool.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I want that on PS4.
I want that on
That's
PC.
August 8th.
Black Hole Complete Edition. Black Hole is a hardcore platformer with over 15 hours of story-driven sci-fi comedy and gravity-twisting puzzles.
August 8th.
Wait, that sounds exactly like Portal. 15 hours, check. Story-driven sci-fi comedy and gravity-twisting puzzles.
Hey,
and it's about holes.
Black Hole. West of Loathing. What the fuck? West of Loathing is a single-player slapstick adventure RPG set in the Wild West. August 10th.
There's some weird shit coming out.
Dude, there is, but I mean, it's so weird, it sounds interesting.
Yeah. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 on Xbox One. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 is the second in a series of compilations bringing back the greatest hits of the Mega Man series.
Okay. That's interesting if you like Mega Man. Why didn't they put all of them in the first Legacy Collection?
Because then
I guess they couldn't make it too.
As much money.
Batman, The Enemy Within, Episode 1, The Enigma.
What?
August 8th, 2017. That name is...
Oh, wait. This is Telltale's thing?
It's Season 2 of Batman, yeah. It's already starting up.
Why is the title so freaking long and stupid?
I don't know. Batman: The Enemy Within, Episode 1, The Enigma.
Okay.
It's coming out on iPhone and Macintosh and Xbox One and PS4.
All right.
August 8th, The Enigma is the first of a 5-part episodic game series that continues Telltale's unique take on the Caped Crusader. Hey, Batman, get off my cape! Where is it go? Where are they? Give it to me! Where are they? The Escapist 2. Xbox One. Is it also a PC and PS4?
Yeah, it's on other stuff.
This is cool. This is also coming to Switch sometime. Is it launching in date on Switch?
I saw it. Yeah.
I actually want to play this game because it looks really fun. Have you seen anything about this?
No.
It's like a prison simulator.
Oh,
like
yeah,
pixel
it's got
art
like
game,
really
and you gotta
simple
escape.
pixel art.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to play: Comet Crash 2: The Cronkoid Wars.
Cronkoid Wars.
Cronkoid.
What is it, Sean?
Well, it's on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Comet Crash 2 is the RTS/tower defense hybrid sequel to the award-winning game Comet Crash.
Oh, Sean, you didn't hear about the award-winning game Comet Crash?
Well, it won awards, so obviously I heard about it.
Okay, good. Okay, we got a new game coming out this week, August 8th, Icy. Icy is a side-scrolling action game where players take on the role of a young girl with no memory, with only the... ... Man, I do.
Only
really,
the
I
ice
really,
to guide
I
her.
really want to keep playing the game. We just need to preface it next time.
Yeah. Okay.
So we don't confuse
Ironcast,
people.
Nintendo Switch. The
Oh, no
steampunk
way.
mech combat game Ironcast is set in a war-torn alternative history, a time when refined men and women were few and far between.
You're just going right for it. I love it. Ironcast. This game, I think Greg Miller talked about this a lot back in the day. It's like this. It's almost like, I want to say it's kind of like that RPG puzzle game, Puzzle Quest.
Yeah.
But you have like a mech.
Oh, that's great. I love
and
Puzzle
so it's like
Quest.
turn-based combat with this mech.
Puzzle Quest is amazing.
So I'm
Well, the
definitely
first
interested
one
in
was,
that.
and then they destroyed it. They made it like this free-to-play mess.
Oh yeah.
And it was horrible.
I do not like it.
They
as
like
free-to-play
farmed it
game.
out and just tried to make money out of it. Ugh.
So if that's coming out on Switch, like that's awesome because that's what I want to play. I want to play it as a handheld game.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, so that's it for
That's
this
enough
week
games.
for new releases. Now, Sean, do you hear something coming along down the tracks? I feel like I hear something.
No, I don't think anything's coming. I don't hear it. I don't think a train's coming for like 15 minutes, dude. We're just gonna have to
Mail train! Get on the fucking tracks!
wait. Wow. Oh, now I hear it.
Yeah,
Now I
did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sean, we have a letter from a dear friend,
Yeah.
a guy who wrote in last week.
Yeah.
Let me just get right into this.
Dearest of friends.
The dearest of friends, indeed.
Do we know how to pronounce that name yet?
I'm gonna pronounce it at the end of this letter, and we'll see how it goes. He
not gonna
actually
go well.
he actually did tweet to us and told us the correct pronunciation.
Correct pronunciation.
But I already forget.
Yeah. I forget everything.
With the 2017 Game Awards quickly approaching, I was wondering.
Are they?
Dude, it's August already.
Shit.
I was wondering
Shit.
how would you? There's only 4 months left in the year.
Is this like halfway through the year?
It's way over halfway. I was
keep thinking
wondering
it's halfway.
how would you place the games that you have either played or are looking forward to playing this year in the following categories: Game of the Year, Best Independent Game,
Oh,
Best
Game of the
Music
Year. I forgot about
I
that.
actually forgot about that one too.
I thought that was a header for the
I know,
list.
me too. Best
easy,
Music
though.
/ Sound Design, Best Role Playing Game, Most Anticipated Game. Now
All
this
right.
is interesting to me. Let's save Game of the Year for last.
Yeah. I'll run through these real quick
Okay,
because
you run through.
I know exactly what I'm going to say.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
Best independent game. I actually have really slacked on playing indie games. Nothing has really caught my attention recently, but there are a couple that I would like
And
to play.
Inside was last year, right?
I think so.
Because I think it came out in August last year.
Probably, yeah. Night in the Woods is one that's really... It's got the striking art style from that famous animator and just seems like a cool modern adventure game.
Night in the Woods looks cool. I just feel like I don't want to read that much.
Yeah.
But I am playing Persona, so I'm practically reading
Well,
that
you'd
much.
have to learn to read first.
Okay.
So maybe in 4 months' time, you could take that game on.
All right.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't have much for indie game. Liz is playing Dream Daddy. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's so much out there. I just can't even choose
So you're
anything.
not even going to pick one?
No. So
okay,
that's
you're
why
bowing
this-
out. So I'll go in. I'll jump in. To me, the best independent game I played so
Well,
far
I'm not
this year...
bowing out.
You're bowing out,
No,
dude.
I'm still
You're
part-
bowing out
I'll
of best
still
independent
fight.
game. You're going to lose.
No, I'm fucking
It's over, dude.
brand.
Just give it up. It's over!
I'm the indie game of the year.
I loved
This
Little
is bullshit.
Little Nightmares. That game was so awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
I almost liked it more than Inside.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a better game than Inside.
What are you saying?
For me, the vibe and the art style and the experience was
Brad.
more rewarding and satisfying.
That's so specific.
Than the Inside experience.
Yeah. The vibe and the experience were better, Brad.
Yes, that's what games are all about, dude. I'm not going to make spoilers, bro. But it's an awesome game, and if you haven't checked out Little Nightmares and you love horror games and platformers, it is awesome.
Were the guns better?
The guns were not as good.
The bosses?
Bosses were way better.
What about the leaderboards?
Leaderboards, they are still in progress. Still working on them. They're patching them in. Yeah, they're patching them in.
That makes sense.
Okay, Sean. Best music sound design?
Sound design. Well, we all know that sound design doesn't matter, so I'm going to skip that. Best music, Persona 5. Hands down.
Okay, I'm going to actually...
So groovy.
All right. It definitely has awesome music. The palace I'm in right now has the coolest music in the entire game so far.
Yeah. And it's all cool.
So... For me, I'm actually going off the beaten path, and I'm going to switch. I think I'm going to switch around these answers I know exactly what you're going to pick for the next one, and I'm placing it in this one. I'm putting Zelda Breath of the Wild for best music / sound design.
Okay.
Zelda Breath of the Wild impressed me so much with the music, with the way it's implemented, with the way that like they have hidden themes in the game. You don't hear the Zelda main theme until the end of the game. You don't hear Zelda's lullaby unless you're doing a very specific thing in the game at a specific time of the day. And I absolutely adored that. And when I heard them, I was like, holy shit, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And like the ambient vibe, the ambient music is so awesome. The towns are all really cool.
I'll give them a nod for sound design as well.
The sound design is great. Like what
they did with the liquid effects to kind of like... to give the Sheikah Slate a theme was just brilliant. It's really good sound design.
And the traversal stuff is really good. I love the way the traversal stuff sounds, like the way your gear layers on top of each other.
Like you jump off a mountain and it's like...
Well, that's with your parachute. But I'm saying like with like even just like when you equip stuff and unequip it, like the way that you sound when you run around is different. Like depending on whether you have hard armor plates on, or whether you have cloth, or whether you have a bow equipped,
whether you're running
or whether
through
you
water,
have a shield or sword,
running through not water.
It's really awesome. There's a lot of attention to detail that I was not expecting.
You weren't.
No.
Why?
Japanese sound design aesthetic is usually not that detail oriented.
Don't you remember Ocarina of Time and the crow though?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like,
hey, listen.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, best role-playing game.
Wow, Brad. You thought I would say Zelda Breath of the Wild for best role-playing game? It's not a role-playing game.
Yes, it is.
No, you're playing Link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can role-play a character.
No, that's an action-adventure game.
Witcher 3 is considered an RPG. And you're playing
it has experience.
Geralt.
It has experience and levels.
And Zelda has levels of gear and equipment.
No, it's not.
And you have health that you level up.
Bullshit!
I'm just saying.
I'm calling it out.
People would say Zelda's an RPG.
I think you could stretch and try and include it in that category, but you would be a fool to do that.
I think that you're the fool. And everyone out there, write into GameStupPodcast@gmail.com right now. Tell Sean, is Zelda an RPG?
Yeah, and just remember, because Brad is mad does not mean he's right.
Okay.
Here's the best role-playing game of the year. Persona 5.
Oh, shit! That's actually my answer, too. Persona 5.
Yeah.
I'm 103 hours in, and I was just thinking, like, when I was playing it this morning in bed, I was like, holy fuck. This is like if I just was awake for 5 days straight and played this game and didn't stop. Like, that's how long I've been playing this so far. And it's almost become, like, a part of my life. Like, these characters and everything, because the game is so long, it feels like it's just been with me for, like, forever now. It's almost like a TV show that I've been watching, and, like... It feels like you're watching an anime series after a while. I'm like, okay, I'm just tuning in for the next chapter and what these guys are doing. And that's actually really cool.
It's remarkable.
It's really
because
special.
The story carries you so far. Like, you're 103 hours in and you always feel the warm embrace of the story.
Yeah,
just
and
kind
the
of
characters.
Pushing you forward.
And, like, to be honest, the story really, even now, has not fully gripped me yet. And I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm waiting for the moment. I think it's coming up soon. There's a turning point where a lot of people say where it's like, okay, now you're going to not want to put it down ever.
Really?
But, like, for me, it's the characters and the vibe of the whole story.
It's
like
just
that.
immersing yourself in that world.
Yeah.
Even just like being in the coffee shop and doing crossword puzzles and shit.
It's really cool. And so like the overarching like plot isn't necessarily grabbing me and making me want to pick it up all the time, but it's like the characters and like me wanting to see how I can progress my relationship with them, like the individual stories right now that are pushing me along. So yeah, that's the best role-playing game for me too.
Cool.
Most anticipated game, Sean?
Most anticipated for me. I mean, there are a lot of good games coming out, but there's a Metroid game coming out this year. Can you believe that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're amped for the Metroid 3DS game?
Are you kidding me? It looks fucking awesome.
I hate the art style.
No, it's amazing.
It's so ugly.
So I think it'll look great. I mean, look at the new Super Mario Bros. Titles and look at 3D Land and everything else Nintendo does. It is kind of a generic art style doing like the 2.5D thing, but it makes everything so clean. And while the game is going to be pixelated as hell because it's
a fucking 3DS
on the 3DS,
screen.
and while it won't look amazing, I think it'll just be really solid and easy to play.
Yeah.
And this game is all about like super fast twitch shooting and really just like instantaneous movement and stuff. And so I think they need that. Also, some of the more Metroid Other M style things that they're doing with the takedowns and all of that, those animations look really cool. And I'm hoping that's a large
Actually, I haven't
part
seen
of
any of that, but I've heard about it, and I heard it's cool.
Yeah.
Like the close quarter combat stuff, which
but
is interesting because Metroid, like Samus, typically doesn't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, she doesn't, except in Smash Bros. But it's Metroid 2, which I just remember I played on Game Boy because my babysitter's son had a Game Boy with Metroid 2, and I think we talked about this.
We did talk about this.
I would not have the Varia suit. I never
bonus
made progress because I was like 5 years old or something. But I would just run into the lava and like go down, down, down into a cavern of lava as far as I could and just fucking die. And then
you're so dumb,
and then try and get
know any
farther.
better.
Oh, then like jump over it and go to the next like obviously I needed the Varia suit to progress further in the game, and I just never got to it.
Yeah.
So I hit this wall, and that's the thing that you kind of get over once you graduate into adulthood.
It's funny how much like that really is a barrier to entry when you're a kid, like solving some of those base puzzles. It's like they're impossible.
Yeah.
And then eventually your brain just like gets it, and you're like, oh my god, like those revelation moments are just so awesome growing up.
Because you start to learn how to troubleshoot, and it's like, well, have you tried everything in your inventory?
Yeah, instead of just running and doing the same thing over and over again, you actually try to do something different.
Yeah. Have you looked at the internet?
Yeah. Which did not exist back then. But, well, I mean, it did exist, but we couldn't really use it. So my most anticipated game, I think, has got to be Super Mario Odyssey. Okay. I'm just so amped for that game. I haven't played, like, a really good 3D Mario in a long time.
Yeah.
So
would you count 3D Land?
I didn't play it.
You should totally play it.
I know, exactly.
Even now, you have to play it.
Okay.
Well, I have it. I've tried to make you play it for 3 years.
I just don't want to play my 3DS. Put it on Switch, Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Remaster it.
I would play it again. I was really good at that game.
Really?
Real good.
Really good?
I got every single star.
Did you beat it?
I
Did you take Bowser and throw him in the lava?
more
you
than beat
sick
it.
fuck.
Yeah. Dude, some of the later Bowser stages where he's just a skeleton in that game are
spoilers.
Really well,
I didn't know he turns into a skeleton.
Now you do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean. So your game of the year so far, what is it?
Zelda. 100%. 100% Zelda. Don't even argue with me. It's right. It's everyone's game of the year. It has to be. Best game ever created this year.
I'm going to go...
Maybe ever.
Splatoon 2.
I am going to flip my
is...
shit if you say Splatoon 2 is a better game than Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I'm not saying... Wait, hold up. Let's see. What does he say here? I was wondering how you would place the games that you have either played. Okay, well, if I am going for like actual game of the year, I'll agree with you. Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Don't be wrong.
But my personal game of the year right now might be Splatoon 2 because it's just a surprise for me. It's so surprising how much I love it.
Yeah, but Zelda was also surprising because they took...
No, I knew it was going to be good.
You knew it was going to be good, but did you know that it was going to revolutionize a genre that you thought was stale? And did you think Nintendo was going to take open world to the next level?
Sean, I did not think that Nintendo was going to revolutionize the Zelda franchise. Yeah. All right?
See? Surprise.
I did not know.
Surprise!
Zelda, you're right. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Oh my god, let me just get down there.
Let you just
whatever.
Just get down.
With Link, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, he's so great. I love Link. Oh.
Yeah. Like, you can cross-dress.
You can cross-dress.
Go in the desert and cross-dress.
Which is awesome. All right. not exactly a question. Oh, by the way, did I say his name? I didn't even say his name.
Who wrote this? Who wrote it?
This mail train was brought in by, this shipment was sent in by your friend at Phantom Forza.
Yeah.
I think it is pronounced like Forza because he said that it's supposed to be like a Forza like tribute.
Then why is there an E at the end?
Because it's also like Phantom Force. Maybe he said it's Phantom Force then. Maybe it is supposed to be Phantom Force. I forget.
We'll figure it out.
Phantom Force, Phantom Forza. Thanks for writing in, dude. Awesome question. Keep it up. Next thing comes in from
Big Mama Drama.
Big Mama Drama. Dear Reddit here. I love this name. Sean, read this to us. It's not really a question. It's kind of like an update. I thought it was sweet.
Hey, Game Stuff guys. Big Mama Drama via Reddit here. I caught episode 10 and heard your answer to my question. Great answers. I can relate. Also, I wanted to mention...
What do you think our answers were? I have no idea at this point.
I heard the episode where you brought Ryan Erhenberg. Butchered his name, in parentheses. I went to school with Ryan at Art Institute Orange County in Santa Ana. That's awesome.
That is cool.
That's such a small world.
I know.
It was cool to hear that he's doing well at Respawn. Tell him John McConnell said hello. Oh, shit. I just read his real name.
That's okay.
All right.
Ryan Ehrenberg.
Tell him John McConnell. Oh, yeah, but he was on the show.
Maybe we don't want people to know he's Big Mama Drama.
Yeah. Now his alter ego is spoiled. Sorry. Tell him... Anyway, we're going to tell Big Rig that he said hello.
I'm going to tell him tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to listening more. Keep them coming, guys. You guys are obnoxious and hilarious. He actually said obnoxiously hilarious, but I think he just meant we're obnoxious.
Yeah, I think the hilarious part, he's like, wait a second, let me just add this on.
I need a compliment.
Okay, Sean. Next question comes from a moon-shaped cool.
All right.
From Reddit.
Out of the majority of the most popular competitive esports, which ones would you think would be best suited? And say this much.
This one's hard because I'm really not tuned into like the esports world at all.
Yeah.
And so there's like, okay, so when I think of esports, I think of a couple. Let me just shoot some categories out at you right now. Just shoot them right out over at your face.
Fire.
Fighting games.
What about them?
They're an esport. Like you take a guy, you put him on one side, you take the other guy, you fight him on the other side. They fight at each other and they're fighting. Fighting esports. 2, shooting. Shooting guns. Shooting games, esport. 3.
Like you're sitting there just shooting guns?
Yeah, you take a guy on this side. Now it's 3D, though.
Yeah.
And then take another guy on the other side. They got a gun. He's got a gun. They're taking the guns. They're shooting the guns.
So you're saying a fighting game can't be 3D?
No, it could be.
That's what I'm hearing.
But I was just giving an example of a different kind of game.
Okay. I think I'm with you.
Okay. Next thing up, MOBA.
Yeah.
You know this
What's
one.
that stand for?
Massively online, but... assholes.
Butt ass. You didn't even get... You got one of those right. And you were trying for the first 2.
Massively online battle arena.
No.
Massive something battle arena.
No, online is right, and battle arena are right.
Okay, massive online battle arena. Fine.
No, massive is wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
There you go.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Okay, so MOBA or like an RTS game they have esports for. All of these things I feel like are really hard to put on the Switch.
Not fighting games.
Okay, fighting games, no.
Though,
but see, all these things
you want a
almost
stick
always
for a fighting
require.
game.
Yeah, they most require like different hardware.
What
so
about
I'm
this
thinking,
one?
What about? Are we thinking like base Switch? Like if you have your Switch in handheld mode, can you do anything competitive with it? I don't think so.
Rocket League.
You think? Oh, maybe.
I think Rocket League.
Rocket League could do.
And Rocket League is
my thing is the analog sticks are not great.
No.
On the Switch, they're okay. They get the job done.
But for Rocket League,
you would never be able to do a
really
shooter. Like you couldn't put Overwatch on the Switch, and I feel like have that be super competitive. You couldn't. But you know what?
It's
with
Switch
motion
versus
controls,
Switch.
you can. I think because motion controls with Splatoon, with you combining the analog stick with the motion controls, you almost do get like mouse accuracy. Mm-hmm. So maybe shooters could work if they utilize the motion controls properly.
Also, if it's a controlled environment where everyone is using the same hardware, it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
I don't know if Nintendo is going to... So Splatoon 2, I think, has the community aspect of esports that I really like.
Yeah.
Because they have that lobby. Like, it feels like you're doing this with people. Mm-hmm. And they have all those screens up, and it's kind of like almost a virtual esport inside a game, which is weird. It's like a whole new level of weirdness. But... that could totally be an esport. I think what they would run into.
Do you think the game is balanced enough to like that it could do it?
I think it's balanced enough, but I think what they would run into is it's not complex enough. The level design is not complex enough.
Right.
You can't really employ much in the way of strategies with a 4-person team on such a symmetrical level. So I think if they like added different types of, maybe like some more variability in the roles or in the maps, it could get there.
Have you played on Shifting Station though? The shifting map in the Splatfest, the one that the platforms like moved around and stuff, because that map kept changing, and there were definitely a lot of interesting strategies on that. And there I don't know if it was that map, but there was another map. I was playing a map on ranked mode yesterday. I was playing some ranked mode maps where it was like splat zones, where you have a zone that you have to keep your color. And in that mode, there were actually parts around the splat zone that were shifting. And so like a tower would raise up. And if you could get on that tower and take that tower, you had a really good advantage point to like defend. And then it would go away. It would only be there for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then it would go away.
And I think something that could
stuff like that.
Another thing that could really make this more competitive is objectives. Because right now it's kind of just a scramble to paint the map and to kill people.
Because you haven't played the objective based modes yet, have you?
What are they?
It's like what I was just saying. Once you get to level 10, you can do ranked modes, and so they have splat zones, which are like basically hard points. You're holding
That's like
that
King of the
point.
Hill.
Yeah, and then they had this mode. I only played 2 different types so far because they rotate the modes out, and I haven't played ranked very much because I love Turf War so much. But with the other mode that I was playing, there's an object or like there's a platform in the map, and you got to get to it. And when you get to it and you get your like one of your teammates or something on it, or enough teammates on it, and you paint it your color or something, it starts to move. So it starts to move, and it needs to get to.
So you're just pushing it back and forth.
Yeah, it's basically like a tug of war.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so that's interesting too. And so
that's
I think
from
those,
Overwatch.
I think those actually could,
and from other games.
I think those could potentially be
so
esports.
I haven't played those,
now that I think about it more.
That sounds like it has some more depth.
What's tough is like I know. We don't have a team. Like, we've never gotten a team together, like, to actually play the game, because it's, like, almost impossible with the way it's set up.
Yeah.
With the Splatfest, it seemed like you could easily, if you had enough people, if you had 4 people, you could build a team and you could play together. But the ranked stuff and all that, like, actually, you know what, with ranked modes, I think you can build a team. I think Turf War is the only mode you can't just build a team and go in and wreck shop with, because they want that to be the accessible mode. I don't think they want people getting steamrolled.
Another one that just came to mind. I'm sure this isn't what a moon-shaped cool had in mind, but Pokemon.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Once Pokemon comes out.
Is Pokemon really like esports? Like, is it really?
I mean, it's more like Magic. It's more like Magic, where people get together and do it, and it's kind of like this underground competitive scene.
Yeah. But
I think it would make for a pretty interesting esports if Nintendo gave us some.
If they
tools.
put some like backing behind it.
Yeah, if they could make some cool visualizations of what's going on in the battle, or just give us a way to understand the battle better and understand the tactics and everything, I think that could be really cool.
Yeah.
But
I would be interested.
I'd
be interested in seeing like potentially games like. I don't know if I actually want to open up this can of worms, but the Switch actually has a really awesome touchscreen, multi-capacitive touchscreen. I love it for when like I have to type in data and stuff like that. But you could get away with like RTS style games.
Could you?
Yeah, I mean you have mouse controls basically.
No, you have touchscreen controls, which is very different.
Is it different than a mouse?
Yeah. Have you ever played an RTS on your phone?
Yeah, I mean, like,
it feels completely different.
But when you play, like, I'm thinking of things almost like Clash Royale, right? Like,
sure, Clash Royale.
You don't have hotkeys, you're right. So you don't have as much.
Hotkeys and mouse is such a powerful combination, and to play RTSs at high levels, you just need that. Right.
So I'm thinking of things that are like a little more simple, like Clash Royale.
Defense.
Like if Clash Royale was on Switch, like would that be? I mean. That would be a valid platform.
Dude,
for that game.
Watched a Clash of Clans esports match recently. It had like 800,000 views on YouTube or something. No way. Yeah. And I was shocked because that game is old and it's still chugging along, and they have like a legit competitive esports scene. And it was kind of amazing because whenever you watch sports or esports or anything that someone has mastered at a really high level and you don't understand it,
it's kind of fascinating.
It's crazy because they're talking so far above you. They're talking about these strategies that you should understand that you don't.
Yeah.
So they've like built up the stepping stones to get to that, and you're like, dude, I don't even know the first step.
Yeah.
of why you would go take that route or use that unit as fodder so that your giants can get to this certain place or whatever.
Yeah.
You can see like bits of it, and it's kind of like this tension between kind of knowing a little bit about the game, but not knowing enough to understand what they're saying.
I love that stuff. I think it's super fascinating. Like, I casually play StarCraft, and I love watching StarCraft esports matches. Like, I think it's just so awesome to watch. Like, would you think that a game like Counter-Strike would ever have a place on Switch?
I mean,
like, do you think there would ever be like a hardcore competitive shooter on Switch?
That's just gotta stay on PC.
Yeah.
Like, people need mouse and keyboard because they're so much better with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
because Counter-Strike is like the best Counter-Strike players have pixel perfect accuracy. Yeah. They can turn around 180 and just snipe someone.
180 no scope, bro.
180 no scope. It's 360 no scope.
360.
You gotta turn the whole way around. 420.
420 no scope. Yeah, so do you think Splatoon 2 is our only hope? Our best hope?
I think there's a lot of hope there.
Yeah.
We just uncovered a lot of hope.
Yeah.
As we always do in this podcast.
Exactly.
And,
we bring hope and light and shed it out onto the world.
We shit it all over the world.
Shed it out over the world. I think that's going to be it for the mail train. I hear it leaving the station. So bye-bye, mail train.
See ya.
Oh, I missed the fucking train again.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I think that's going to be it for this week's show, Sean.
Wow.
Yeah.
So soon.
Kind of just went by real quick. I mean, I think we were just having a lot of fun.
Real
I'm sure
fun.
you guys out there listening, viewing, watching.
Oh, they were probably laughing the whole time.
Having a good time.
I'm sorry if you peed yourself.
Yeah. I mean, if you peed yourself, that's definitely your problem. Was it because they were laughing too hard, or is it because they were so enthralled they didn't want to go to the bathroom?
Both.
You can go to the bathroom while you listen to the podcast. We'll give you permission. You know what? We're giving you permission ahead of time. Now, you may go to the lavatory.
Yes, now go to the lavatory.
You need to take the key, though. There's only one from the classroom, and then bring it back.
And then if you need to go again, wait until next week.
Exactly. But yeah, we just want to say thanks for coming by. If you haven't and you'd like to, it'd be awesome if you could review us on iTunes, if you could share our podcast on Twitter, on Facebook, or whatever. You can share the SoundCloud link, and it's super easy. People can listen to it right on there. If you have any questions or you have any feedback, or like we said something and you thought Sean was wrong, because he always is, just write it in gamestuffpodcast@gmail.com. Just send stuff in. We'll read it out on air. It'll be awesome.
And then we're going to play a little guessing game.
Right now?
Guess what drugs Brad was taking yesterday.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And then next time we'll reveal what you were actually on.
Okay, cool. Good game.
Yeah.
All right. Until then, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
It's me.
What's our hey guys gonna be today? Because I was thinking, like, I don't know, have we done Mario yet? Hey guys.
We have to do the whole thing though. Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.